Hi, I'm Shalev Amar with your Arizona Lemon Law Advocates and Amar Law Group. In today's video, what we're going to talk about is why it would be a really big mistake to try and handle a lemon law or a breach of warranty case on your own. I'll explain to you why shortly. Before we get into that, a little bit about my background. Been handling lemon law cases since all the way back in 2004. I was managing partner of a consumer protection firm that handled exclusively lemon law and breach of warranty cases for 12 years. Then I went out on my own, started my own law group back in 2018. Have now an amazing team of attorneys and support staff, and we are the largest Arizona-based lemon law firm, and we're here to help you with any lemon law or breach of warranty matter from A to Z. Handled thousands of these lemon law cases at this point, and we have close to a 99% success rate, and 95+% of the cases that we take on actually settle out of court without any type of lawsuit ever needing to be filed. So let's get into today's topic. Why should you not handle a lemon law or breach of warranty case on your own? Here's why. You might be thinking to yourself, hey look, I just got a defective product. Surely I can just call customer service. They'll do the right thing. They'll repurchase or replace the product, or at least give me some fair compensation for what I've been through. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works. And here's why. If you were, for example, to go to Best Buy and get a TV and you have a problem, you could take it back to Best Buy and get a return or exchange, no problem. The issue, though, is with a motor vehicle or a motor home or a motorcycle. That's actually a very large purchase. It's a very expensive product, and these companies treat those situations totally differently. And so when you're calling customer service, just know that they, at a minimum, are legally trained to get you as little as possible. They're trained to just kind of like sweet talk you and not really do anything real for you. And even in the small percentage of cases where they would do something for you, it would be something just completely less than what the law entitles you to. So for example, they might give you a month or two of payments, or they might extend your warranty for a brief period, 3 to 6 months. That's not even close to what you're legally entitled to. And here's the other thing that you should know. Some of these representatives of the car companies are not even customer service representatives. Guess what? They're paralegals or even attorneys. And so they are legally trained, and they are trained to get you to say things or make admissions, basically statements that would be against your legal interest, that could hurt a potential case if you do end up getting an attorney. Keep in mind, I'm sure if you follow the news at all, you've heard of instances where car companies don't replace a $20 to $100 part, knowing that people are possibly going to get hurt or killed, because it's cheaper for them to pay for those individual claims rather than to do a mass recall and have to do the repairs on every single vehicle that they sold, or a large percentage of the vehicles that they sold. So if they do that, knowing that people are going to be hurt or even killed, do you really think that they're going to be fair to you with your lemon law claim? Probably not. So here's the other thing. Some people think, well, if I will look up a lemon law firm and threaten to hire an attorney, well, then the company will do right by me. Still doesn't work that way. Here's why. These companies know that the general public are leery of attorneys. They're scared that it will cost them a bunch of money to hire an attorney. they're not fully aware of the law and the fact that the law, in Arizona at least, allows you to get your attorney's fees paid for a successful settlement by the other side. So they know that even out of every 10 people who have legitimate claims, those people who threaten to get an attorney, maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 will actually take that extra step and hire an attorney. So because of that, even if you threaten an attorney, that's not going to have much of an effect on these companies and what they're willing to do. Even in the tiny percentage of cases where the companies will do the right thing, and that's really only in the most substantial, egregious cases where the repair history is double, triple, even quadruple what the lemon law says is reasonable. Even in those situations, if they offer to buy back or replace the vehicle, they don't fully follow the law. For example, if they offer to buy back the vehicle, the mileage charge that they charge you, the usage fee that's being charged because you've used the product, is many, many times higher than what they are legally entitled to charge you, or what they should reasonably be charging you. When it comes to replacements, it's supposed to be sticker price to sticker price. Oftentimes they don't do that. They will charge you basically as if you're trading out of your vehicle. And that's not the way it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to lose a bunch of money if you get an exchange. It's supposed to just be an exchange, and you only get charged if there's a difference in the sticker price. So that's the other way they get you, even in the small percentage of matters where they'll agree to do the right thing. And here's the other thing to consider. Whatever profession you're in, whatever job you're in, you obviously have some experience doing it. You obviously have been trained to do your job. Do you think that a random person walking off the street and into your office or place of business, do you think that person would, without any training, just taking over your job that day, could possibly do the same job that you could do? Could possibly know all the pitfalls of your job? Could possibly know everything that's involved with successfully performing your duties? Do you really think that? Of course not. Here's another thing to consider. If you had a medical issue, if you needed surgery, would you try and do surgery on yourself? Probably not. Well, this is a legal matter. Like I told you, a lot of these companies have attorneys representing them. Have you been through 3 years of law school? Have you passed a state bar exam? Have you been in court fighting these cases? Have you represented hundreds or even thousands of people with lemon law cases? If the answer to all those questions are no, then what possibly makes you think that you would be able to get the same kind of deal as somebody who has that kind of experience when you have none of that experience? And look, it's got nothing to do with being smart. I'm sure that many people are smart enough that if they went through that training, if they went to law school, if they got the legal training, if they handled these cases over the years, then of course you could handle this matter on your own. But you know what? 99.9% of people don't have that type of training, don't have that type of experience. And these companies know that, and they use that against you. And so, look, you don't have to go into the lion's den on your own. The fact that these companies were taking advantage of individual consumers and not doing the right thing, not reacquiring vehicles, not compensating people fairly, not giving people the refunds that they deserve, that's why both the legislature in Arizona, which, if you know anything about the politics in this state, is not a huge fan of attorneys, and Congress as well, they both added attorney's fee provisions to the state lemon law and the federal lemon law. It's because people were not being treated fairly, and they wanted people to have a provision in the law that entitled them to recover attorney's fees from these companies. So that way you don't lose for winning by hiring an attorney. You might get a better result, but then you have to pay the attorney a bunch of money. You don't have to do that here. The attorney's fees are charged only to the companies because of the way the law is written. So there's no reason that you have to go through the stress of handling this on your own and have to go through the risk of getting an unfair deal or even getting a minimal offer, like I said, of 1 or 2 payments or a short warranty extension. To get that, you then have to sign what's called a release, giving up all your rights. And a lot of people don't even realize that they're doing that. We've had people come to us that have signed those releases, and they were entitled to get their product bought back or replaced. But because they signed a legal contract saying that they're giving up their rights, we weren't able to help them. Again, you don't need to go into the lion's den on your own. You can have free legal help that both the Arizona legislature and the US Congress wanted you to have. That's why they added attorney's fees to both the state and federal lemon laws. So that's why you shouldn't handle a lemon law matter on your own. You don't have to handle it on your own. And here's another benefit to not handling it on your own. You don't have to go through the stress of negotiating with the other side. You can have your attorney do that for you. And so I urge you, don't try and handle a lemon law matter on your own. And just in general, it's not a smart idea to handle a legal matter on your own unless you have extensive experience and knowledge and legal training. So if you're having a problem with a defective vehicle, please visit our website. That is ArizonaLemonLawAdvocates.com, or feel free to call us for a free case evaluation, or if you have any type of questions. Our number locally is 480-237-2744. Remember, if your car's not up to par, call Amar. We're here to help.